Welcome. My name is Dennis. I'm the founder of the Love Government and the inventor of the Love Government cards. I'm speaking to you from sunny Southern California, June 1st, 2012. This is Ojai, California. I'm speaking in a garden, and in this garden there are symbolic type of structures relating to the Love Government and specifically to the lover. Right on my left here, which is off camera, is the shrine, which you saw in the first two episodes behind me. Now we have a different angle. And there are other structures in this garden that relate to love, relate to the Love Government, relate specifically to the lover. We are going to be talking on this particular episode, which is the third episode. We're going to be dealing with the third card of 52 cards. That card looks like this in the larger version. It's entitled, they're all entitled The Lover, because these cards all relate to the lover. The lover is all of us in a compound symbol, or a sacrament, or a sign. These are, this is a sign language system. In the lead-in, you had this language system, which looks reminiscent of Egyptian pictures, but we're tapping into a much more ancient system than even the Egyptian system. We go back 100,000 years to the Garden of Eden, which was a myth about the love culture of that time. The love culture is the love government of our times. The love government is a tool for the times that arises out of the necessity that we are facing of self-destruction due to the patriarchal evil system. Now, that has to be resisted, and the Love Government is going to counteract that. It's not a namby-pamby sentimentality, but there are very specific guidelines and practices that we can do to counteract the evils of our times, but that is all dealt with in other places. In the Love Government website, the Love Government book, and etc. Now, this is more of a fun deal. These cards are meant to be playing cards. There are 52 of them. This is the compound deck. It's an interactive deck. On the one side is the conceptual model. That is the consciousness cards. And the other side is the tarot cards. Now, we use the tarot cards. Nobody really knows where tarot came from. Some say that it did come from the Egyptians. I think it came from the love culture that preceded all history, all patriarchy. It preceded the fall of man. The fall of man is patriarchy, which rebelled against that natural order. And we're living in the throes of patriarchy. Now, what does patriarchy look like? It looks like this on the negative side. It looks like the heart of love, which is the love culture, which is woman-centered, which is the natural order, which puts woman and children and nature first, with men as the helpmates, men as the defenders, men as the protectors. That system of natural love got overthrown by the fall of man, which is patriarchy, and resulted in this: the killing of love, the killing of the heart of love. So this card on the left here is a negative card. It represents the evil of our times, which we all feel. The heart of the love culture has been attempted to be killed. There's nothing that patriarchs and evil men hate more than love. Although they dress it up in fancy words, they don't admit it. But they tried to kill the love culture, which was this side. Here you got three women dancing in a garden, producing a harvest of fruit and food to eat. This is the Garden of Eden scene. It's kind of like this garden here. We have fruit trees here. We eat from our garden. It's a natural setting. These ladies, these women, I distinguish women from women. Women belonged in the love culture. Women means with men. women today, most of them, are with the men as far as their consciousness goes, their value system. They've bought into patriarchy. But women, or womam, is different than that. These are women, and they're dancing in a garden. They're producing love. They're producing a culture of love. This is what patriarchy, which is this side, has almost completely killed off in their campaign to dominate. Patriarchy is a dominant system. It's a power over. It's power over. It's power money, and it's power sex. In the sense of porn, which is the objectification of people, making them objects you can buy and sell. Even love is bought and sold. It's used as a sell. That's an evil. And that's what the love government counteracts. How do you do it? Well, there's a lot of ways you do it, and there's very specific love practices. There's 5 in particular. I don't have time to go into now, but I will do eventually. But you do it by practicing the rites of love. The rites of love, which were practiced in the love culture, were openly sexual. The sex that they had was open, it was communal, it was free, it wasn't burdened with all the guilt, the shame, and the punishment that we experience under patriarchy. Because patriarchy, or evil is another word for it, which most of our governments are today, they're into power and money and porn. They're not free. They're trying to conquer and control the whole world. And the love government is not about that. The love government is about freedom. The love government is about living in nature like this beautiful scene we're living in, this garden, this where you don't have to work, you don't have to pay taxes, you don't have to be afraid of people injuring you. That was not the case. And that is never the case with a true love government. Now, you don't have to accept this particular love government. This is my version of it. But you, if you choose to, you build your own love government inside of yourself, using the true principles of love, not false love, because false love is all around us. So, this is episode 3. We had episode 1, episode 2. All of these cards build upon each other. There's 52 of them. So you can't play a real good card game unless you use the full deck. Try to play with 1 or 2 cards is not going to work. So there's a lot more to be said, so we need to take our time, be patient. If we're going to be attracted to the love government, if we want to practice the love government, it takes time. I've been working at it all my life. I'm 72 years old. I've gone through a lot of different systems, religious systems, business systems, educational systems, marriage systems, all kinds of institutions. And I've never found anything as good for myself as the love government, which I'm sharing through these tapes and episodes. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you have a very loving and wonderful, happy, nature-grounded day. Thank you.